Imagine a world where laziness isn't the enemy, but a misunderstood ally. It sounds crazy, but ambitious people who are considered lazy are likely rebelling against the perceived demands on their lives. I'll show you how to harness your laziness to skyrocket your performance and achieve your wildest dreams. Don't believe me? I'll prove it. Are you ambitious but often find yourself procrastinating? Do you dream of achieving great things but struggle to get started? You're not alone. Many people are both ambitious and, let's say, efficiency-minded. They have big goals but a natural aversion to unnecessary work. The key is to use that aversion to your advantage. Stop thinking of it as a weakness and start seeing it as a powerful signal. It's telling you there might be a faster, easier, or smarter way to do things. So how do you turn this laziness into a superpower for success? It starts with understanding the real problem. You're not truly lazy, you're just resistant to wasting time and energy on things that don't matter. This is a valuable trait if you know how to channel it. The first thing you should do is to prioritize. Ask yourself, what are the 20% of activities that produce 80% of the results? Focus relentlessly on those things. Cut out everything else. Seriously, delegate, automate, or eliminate anything that doesn't directly contribute to your goals. Consider Maria, who feels unfulfilled as a stay-at-home mother but wants to start a blog. Instead of trying to do everything at once, she should prioritize tasks like content creation and engagement. Then she should delegate other smaller activities to her friends or get help with them. Next, embrace automation. There are countless tools and technologies available to streamline your tasks. Look for ways to automate repetitive processes. For example, if you spend a lot of time scheduling meetings, use a scheduling app. If you're constantly answering the same questions, create a FAQ page or use a chatbot. These small automations can save you hours each week. Consider Raj, who wants to get into investing but suffers from analysis paralysis. He could automate his research by setting up news alerts and using portfolio tracking tools. Another very important thing is to simplify everything. Break down large, daunting tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. This makes them less intimidating and easier to get started. Instead of thinking, I need to write a whole book, think, I need to write 500 words today. Small wins create momentum and build confidence. Chloe, who is an aspiring novelist but struggles to write consistently. She could break down the novel into chapters and aim to write a small part of it every day. Also, learn to delegate wisely. You don't have to do everything yourself. Identify tasks that others can do just as well or even better and delegate them. This frees up your time and energy to focus on your core strengths. Ben, a freelancer who struggles with time management, could delegate administrative tasks to a virtual assistant. The most important element for success is to shift your mindset. Stop viewing laziness as a flaw and start seeing it as a challenge. How can you achieve your goals with the least amount of effort? This question will force you to think creatively and find innovative solutions. It's about working smarter, not harder. Think of it like this: laziness isn't about avoiding work, it's about optimizing it. It's about finding the most efficient path to success. Kenji, a middle manager who dreams of starting a business, could use this mindset to identify and focus on the most critical steps for launching his venture. For example, consider Anya, who is a computer science graduate and procrastinates on social media. Instead of endlessly scrolling, she can set timers for social media use. This will help her to regain her productivity and use that regain time on building her startup. Let's talk about discipline. It sounds like the opposite of laziness, but it's actually a key ingredient in the ambitious but lazy recipe. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to do things you hate. It's about creating systems and habits that make it easier to do the things you need to do. It's about automating your willpower. For example, David, a project manager, struggles with procrastination. He can use techniques like time blocking and the Pomodoro technique to improve his focus and get things done. Understand that hard work is not always the answer. Focus on smart work. Identify the leverage points in your life and business. What are the small actions that produce the biggest results? Focus on those and let everything else fall by the wayside. It's about finding the 1% improvements that make a 10x difference. For instance, Sarah, a retiree, wants to learn new skills. Instead of trying to master everything at once, she can focus on the most valuable skills that align with her interests and goals. The power of consistency, the 1% rule that changed everything. You need to remember that consistency is the key. Small, consistent actions over time lead to massive results. Don't try to do everything at once. Focus on making small improvements each day. It's like compounding interest for your life. Emily, who is an art student struggling with self-doubt. She can commit to creating one small piece of art each day to build her confidence and develop her skills. Don't fall for the trap of busyness. Being busy doesn't necessarily mean you're being productive. In fact, it often means the opposite. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Protect your time and energy. They are your most valuable assets. Omar, an aspiring musician, lacks discipline. He needs to focus on consistent practice and promotion, saying no to distractions that hinder his progress. So if you're ambitious but lazy, embrace it. It's not a weakness, it's a strength waiting to be unlocked. Use it as a signal to find smarter, more efficient ways of achieving your goals. Prioritize, automate, simplify, delegate, and shift your mindset. You can achieve your wildest dreams without sacrificing your desire for ease and efficiency. Remember, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. The key is to find the intersection of your ambition and your natural aversion to unnecessary effort. That's where the magic happens. So what happens when prioritizing results in neglecting crucial tasks? How do we accurately determine which tasks are genuinely unproductive? And how do we navigate delegation when resources are limited? If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to keep watching such amazing videos.